Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very extended episode of Design Jamaica in 3. We may have to change it to Design Jamaica in 5 because, especially since the passage of Hurricane Melissa, some touching stories have been reaching us. So it's not just about bringing you development news and all of that, but it's also to bring you, what's really going on. And today we are looking at Mart in Montego Bay. The sad news that, as you can see, Mega Blow is the headline of this story. The sad, very, very sad news that Mart has to be closing its Montego Bay store due to severe damages caused by Hurricane Melissa, which hit Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane on October 28, 2025. And as you know, Western Jamaica got the brunt of this hurricane. So as a result of this, many infrastructure got damages, including, business places like Mart, and of course, residential properties, schools, churches, hospitals, healthcare centers, and the list goes on. And as you may know, concerning the nature of this program, we are about bringing you the good news. But in times like these, we also have to give you what is really happening on the ground and what the people are feeling. So with that explaining it, we are not going to waste any more time. We're going to go straight into the article about the closure of Mart Montego Bay. Mart Wholesale Club is to permanently close its largest store located in Montego Bay, St. James, after suffering catastrophic flood damages during the passage of Hurricane Melissa. The closure brings to an end of 18 years of operation of one of the second city's largest retail anchors, leaving 165 employees without jobs. Chief Operations Officer Sanchin Gupte said the Catherine Hall-based superstore was overwhelmed by an unprecedented surge of water that reached 7 to 8 feet inside the 75,000 square foot building, destroying all equipment, technology systems, and merchandise. Built at a cost of US $20 million or Jamaican $1.3 billion and opened in 2007, Mart sits at the heart of Catherine Hall, one of the communities worst affected by the flooding that devastated the western city on October 28. Catherine Hall and the neighboring West Green were battered by raging currents after the Barnet Pie and Montego rivers overflowed, sending a violent rush of water through homes, businesses, and roadways. Residents describe water rising with shocking speed, swallowing vehicles and tearing through ground floors in apartment of West Green Meadows. The supermarket destruction became one of the clearest indicators of just how powerful floodwaters were. No one expected a flood of that magnitude in that area, Gupta said. It wasn't wind damage, it was a wall of water. Gupta said restarting operations would be equivalent to constructing a completely new supermarket from scratch. While insurance will cover some losses, he emphasized that the physical process of rebuilding is a greater obstacle. Gupta goes on to say, insurance is only money. Rebuilding requires planning, people, redesigning, and execution. To restart would take months, if not years. With the level of devastation, it is near impossible. The city's labor shortages has worsened the challenge. According to Gupta, basic cleanup work has been delayed because so many residents and businesses across Montego Bay are in urgent need of assistance. Gupta also said the company held a difficult meeting with staff last week to inform them of the closure. Many employees have been with Mart 15 to 20 years, including some who worked on the store's construction and opening. The store manager has been with us for almost 2 decades. On the day of the meeting, he could barely speak, Gupta recalled. Some people were in tears. Every one of us is emotionally affected. He goes on to say that Mart will continue paying staff through the end of November. Employees were also offered an on-site medical checkups for blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes. as well as relief clothing and supplies to help cushion the blow. Representatives from other Mega Mart branches, including Mandeville, attended the meeting to invite workers to apply for transfers. Several supermarkets and smaller shops reopening in and around Montego Bay have also contacted Mega Mart seeking to hire displaced workers, and the company has begun sharing names and phone numbers to those who may need jobs. Mega Mart's neighbors such as Island Grill, Alcor Windows and Doors, and the Jamaica National remain closed 3 weeks after the hurricane. Both Island Grill and Alcor suffered severe damage from the Category 5 hurricane. The Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry President Jason Russell said that the closure is another major blow to Western Jamaica as it struggles to recover from Melissa. It's a great loss to the community, Russell said. Mega Mart was one of the first mega stores in Montego Bay, and employing over 160 people means the impact will be significant. A lot of families depended on it. Some residents have raised concerns about whether Catherine Hall is now too risky for major investments, but Russell cautioned against labeling the area unsafe. Of course, this is Montego Bay, so yeah, they're gonna protect the city's name at all costs to protect investment and of course tourism. So yeah. The last flooding of that magnitude happened before I was born, he said. We need proper maintenance of rivers and drains, and we must extend emergencies with seriousness. But to say that the area suddenly is dangerous is not accurate. In business, things happen. You get hit, you get hurt. That does not mean you give up on the area. Russell goes on to say that this one hurts. He noted that the Chamber of Commerce has been checking on businesses across Montego Bay, and while some are making slow progress, many remain far from reopening. Joining me right here, right now, is my predecessor host, Ava-Kay McIntyre. Good to have you, Ava-Kay. Good being here, Amanda. On this, a very sad note for Mega Mart and the people of Montego Bay, and of course, the extension of the people of Western Jamaica, on this massive and mega devastation. We all know about, what Melissa did, especially in Montego Bay. But what came at a blow now is Mega Mart announcing that it will be permanently closing its store. Sad. I mean, as a Montegonian yourself, you live in Montego Bay, right? So you know how much important this store is to Montegonians and Westernites in general. I mean, how badly you think that the closure of the Mega Mart Montego Bay store will impact Montegonians and Westernites in general? Boy, that question is kind of an understatement because, it certainly will and already started affecting a lot of persons, within the region. No disrespect to you, Amanda, that is certainly a very crucial question that needs an answer. Words can't even explain. I mean, I'm not sad because the brick and mortar thing will be closing, because we have, once there's life, there's hope, and all these material things can be rebuilt. They can be rebuilt no matter how. I mean, it may look dark for this store right now, Mega Mart. They're saying that they will have to close because they don't really see any way possible to keep the store reopen. But who knows? In another year from now, they may see the way and they say, hey, we're going to reopen. So the building is there, and it will take a lot of work for them to clean out and so forth. But I do think that they will return. Even though they say they are closing permanently, but I do think that they will return. However, in the short term, I feel it for the employees, for those who will be out of jobs. Already Jamaica is known for not a very employable country, meaning that we don't have a lot of jobs here.
That's
and
true.
for people to be losing jobs, sending them into unemployment is really, really heartbreaking, especially now as we head into the holiday season, and a lot of persons are depending on them job to buy them little stuff and just to put a smile on their face. And this happened. It's really sad.
And, it's really sad.
I'm just praying for everyone, not just for Montegonians, but
for everybody.
Everybody across Western Jamaica who was affected by this devastating disaster.
Yes, so as a person who shop at the store on a regular basis, because you said you're not living very far from the store, how will it affect you personally, when it comes to your shopping?
I mean, it won't affect me that much. I mean,
I do shop there, yes, but I have many other places where I shop, so it won't affect me as a shopper. You know, the most important thing is for those who will be out of jobs. That's where the main concern is.
Yes.
Yeah, me and my little shopping, that not gonna affect me. And them people who are out of job, and then me right now, them me concerned for. Those are who I'm worried about right now. So I'm just really praying for those people. You know, but shopping wise,
Yes, it's not gonna affect you that much.
yeah, we have other places.
Yeah.
You mentioned moving into the holiday season. You know, a lot of persons who are now looking for the holidays to, you know, enjoy themselves, spending time with their families, having their Christmas dinner. For those who will not be able to afford a Christmas meal this Christmas, and you know, to enjoy the holidays like before, what are your words of encouragement to these residents? First of all, you have to ask yourself, what does Christmas means to you? What does Christmas means for me? For many people, to shop and to show off Panisha and buy the latest thing and the name brand and everything. That is good. I mean, it's nice to treat yourself. It's nice to look good. It's nice to have nice things. But ask yourself, what does Christmas mean for me?
Yes.
What does it mean for you? Is it all about the glam and the glitter? Is it all about the big exciting thing and the big party and the drinking and the yamming? Or is it about something much deeper? For me, Christmas, yes, it's about the nice things them too. Yes, we love the nice things them and we love to see the Christmas lights and the decoration and all of that. But Christmas have a deeper meaning for me. You know, I remember many Christmases past and I didn't have much. I didn't grow up in poverty, but there were circumstances where I didn't have much at Christmas. And despite that, I've never had a sad Christmas. Reason being is because I see Christmas as more than just material stuff. I see Christmas as more than just being, you know, party, having a nice time, flossing and spending all these bag of money buying all sort of stuff, you know. In many cases, stuff we don't even need.
Indeed,
we don't even need, you know.
need.
I see Christmas as a deeper meaning, the love, the good cheer, you know, to, you know, giving from the little that you have, you know, learn to satisfy with the little what you have. No long yai.
Preach.
Wait, I go force if you go tear,
I
if you go lie, if you go borrow money. Where you can't pay back when January come, and then you have to hide and lie. Don't put yourself through all of that, especially this Christmas when, you know, we just went through a natural disaster. You know, be happy with the little that you have. That is what Christmas is for me. So the question is that every single Jamaican should be asking themselves this Christmas, what is Christmas for me? Is it about the material stuff and the flossing and the, you know, spending up all sort of money?
That's so right.
Spend money we don't have? Or is it about much simpler things? You know, the love, the joy, having family, satisfying with the little that you have. As a Jamaican saying, every mickle make a muckle. You take little and make much, and be happy with what you have. If that's Christmas for you, then this Christmas, certainly, baby, you won't have a problem.
Wow.
And I must go on to encourage every single Jamaican
Yes.
that this Christmas, be a brother's keeper. Because especially, you know, with what happened, you know, what's happening right now with the recovery effort, you know, post Melissa, a lot of persons won't even have a place to sleep this Christmas. They won't have nothing to eat. It will be probably one of the worst Christmases for many. Look out for these people.
Indeed, look out.
Any way you can, give back.
Give back, yes.
You know, shelter somebody who needs shelter. You know, look out for every single person, the elderly, the children, the less fortunate. Please, I'm asking you to give back. And for those Mega Mart workers who are looking to be out of work, there's hope. There is hope.
Wow, thank you, Ava-Kay, for stopping by and encouraging every person who are feeling so hopeless right now, especially those workers at Mega Mart. You know,
with this extended time, it's certainly sure that you need more time
certainly do.
for this program.
It seems
You may have to change it to Design
I'm
Jamaica.
considering it. I may have to do that. I may have to do that indeed, Ava-Kay.
Once again, thank you so much, Ava, for stopping by here on this extended edition of Design Jamaica in Street.
Once again, it's my pleasure.
Don't move, I'm gonna close.
Oh, don't move.
You.
Oh, you want to
yes.
close? Alright, yeah.
In difficult and hard times like these, we certainly do need all the aid we can get in terms of food, shelter, you name it. But in order to build back and to give us the intellectual to build back stronger and with resilience, we do need word, especially the divine word in our hearts to keep us comforted and to keep us motivated. And this one Bible verse I would read whenever I'm going through hard times. Reading from Psalm 18:32-33, KJV. It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of deer and set me on my high places. This is for everyone who was affected by this devastating monster, Hurricane Melissa. Be encouraged, be motivated, be strong, be resilient. We will build back stronger. What are your thoughts on the destruction that triggers the closure of the Montego Bay store? Do you think it will be indeed a permanent closure, or will they return? Let us know in the comments. This has been the extended edition of Design Jamaica in 3. My name is Amanda Byfield. See you next time.